This is the After Party, live with Kim McAllister. Pick a couch, grab a drink, and settle into the conversation.
It is the After Party live on a Trivia Thursday, and thank you for being here for it. I started just a little early. Hope that's okay, but I see you guys are all waiting in the chat, so... I don't want to, if I'm ready and you're ready, why not? Let's go, right? Even though I set the time for 1:30. By a drone, I don't know if I could operate it as well as you, Glenn, although it might be kind of fun. Yeah, I'll leave the drones to you because you're really good at that. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a drone kind of girl. Oh, sorry. Here we go again with the music, although I do like that. Yeah. It is me checking out. God, I'm kind of in a weird mood today. You know what? You ever have those days when everything annoys you? Like I'm telling you, I put 2 people in timeouts, one by accident. If Mindy is here, my bad. I'm sorry. You did not deserve it. But it's the thing where people will say the same thing over and over and over again, and I can't understand why they do it. Like, we get it. You said the same thing 50 million times. See what I mean? Bad mood Kim, bad mood Betty over here. I don't know why. Usually I just let it go, just ignore it and move on. And today I was like, you're in timeout. My poor kids, when I get out of this office, I better just take a chill. Everybody relax. Yeah, it's time. I'm definitely in need of a vacation, right? Everything annoys you. It happens to me every day. Oh no. I saw that you said that earlier. Yeah, Bonnie Tyler, she sang the was it Total Eclipse of the Heart? What did she sing? I saw that. That's a sad situation. Yeah, that's a bummer. I have a story about the Grateful Dead. Speaking of music, take everyone out for an ice cream. That's what I should do. Yeah, I need my vacation to start, says Jim. Jim is right. I need to take a deep breath and calm it down. Yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Thank you with the sizzle. Right. Okay, let's start with the story. So we have to make sure we get enough time for Trivia Thursday. The first story I have for you is about Taylor Swift's wedding. Even if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, I think this one should be, I don't know. It's shocking to me. And I know that she has such a huge following. I really love her music. I really love that she donates and takes care of people. And she just seems like the loveliest person. And I was excited for her. Like, how lovely after all of the bad stuff that she's been through and the public relationship snarls that she's been through and then written about. Finally, she finds love and it looks like her life is going well. And, it's just nice to see good things happen to who you think are good people, right? Of course, I don't know her personally, but she seems like a nice lady. Well, apparently people wanted to be such a part of this wedding. Passersby, fans, whatever, that they are spending big bucks on the garbage from outside the wedding venue, Madison Square Garden. This guy, I mean, it's kind of an interesting thing that you would even think about doing this. Crazy. This guy, his name is Justin. He's an artist. He put on a tuxedo and he went around the Madison Square Garden on the day of the wedding and he picked up garbage on the streets surrounding the event venue, sealed it into these little plastic boxes, and sold these little boxes of trash for $25 each. I mean, what? He said each sculpture, he's calling them trash sculptures from the Taylor Swift wedding. New York City garbage, it says on the front. Each sculpture was arranged and it's made to be airtight so it won't leak and it won't stink. There are cigarette butts, a ring pop, straws, a left AirPod, a discarded ovulation test kit. The artist says there's garbage on the floor after the party, collected from the edge of a love story outside Madison Square Garden, close to Taylor and Travis's big day, as as close as you could have gotten without an invite. So the garbage isn't even from the wedding itself. It's from outside the barricades surrounding the venue. He said, I unfortunately was not invited, so I was unable to get any of the good garbage from inside. Have people gone crazy? And he's selling it. He's selling it. People are buying this stuff. It's wild. I don't know if it's sold out, but the guy's got a website, and yeah, he's selling this stuff. It is I'm going to give him this. It is a, a very creative idea. We'll say that. I don't know. I'm not buying garbage. Are you spending $25 on garbage? No. I don't think so. It doesn't even make sense. Yes, some people never leave high school, not to offend high schoolers everywhere. Taylor is like royalty, says Mindy Lee. Mindy, I'm sorry for time outing you earlier. It was a total accident, and then I couldn't fix it. I went to try to fix it, and I can't. Once I put someone in a 5-minute timeout, it has to be served. And so I did that to you, and my bad. I'm sorry. I'm not having the best day. So I'm sorry about that. I only want to buy authentic garbage, says John Watson. Good for him, says Gordon. Celebrity strangeness, says Maud. Yes, this guy cracks me up. Crazy. This is pretty stupid, says Louise. What's next? This drip is from the urinals inside the garden during the wedding? Seriously. Glenn says my wife spends our money on garbage. Down here it's called Temu. Well, I think the hope is when your Temu package arrives that it's something you want, right? It's not garbage off the street, but I hear you. It is, it is cheap stuff. Mindy says I'm forgiven. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. What happens is sometimes when I click on one comment to put that person in a timeout, it clicks down to the comment below, right below, and that happened to be you. And I realized it right when I did it, and it was totally undeserved, and I did that, and I'm sorry. And I tried to note it in the chat as soon as I did it. So thank you for being so kind and forgiving me. I needed to hear that from you today. my bad. I'm sorry. What is it? I'd like to apologize to the Mark Thompson Show community. Yes, I'd like to apologize to Mindy. All right. Okay, we'll move on from Taylor Swift and her wedding garbage. I just still can't even believe that. To this guy. And I think in Alaska, they're probably maybe somewhat used to this. Maybe not in the shopping mall. This happened on an Alaskan military base where a black bear wandered right into the shopping mall at the Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. The bear ate a peach, somehow found a peach in the mall, and then pooped on the floor before he turned around and walked back out. The bear caught on camera entering the Exchange shopping mall on the base, which is, it's funny because the base is Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. So the abbreviation for it is JBER. They pronounce it J Bear. So it's kind of funny that a bear was walking through the J Bear. This happened Sunday morning. The bear went into the commissary, ate a peach, pooped on the floor, and then left. Yeah. The law enforcement escorted the bear away from the base and into the nearby woods. No humans were injured, no bears were injured. They did say that the bear encounters on this base have decreased since wildlife resistant dumpsters were installed in May. But now that the bears know where to get the food, could be a problem. Bear went right in through the automatic doors. Look at that. Make it easy for him or her. I have another animal story for you. This one, one thing I know about tech people is they're always looking for a good name for their next software project, their next thing. And I can bet at Meta, Whatever they develop next is going to be called squirrel. This squirrel caused a bunch of chaos inside the Meta office in Thailand. It erupted from a package that had been delivered from this building, and then it started running wild. The squirrel was inside of this package. Don't know how that happened, but the package was delivered to the parent company of Facebook, the Meta office in Bangkok. And once it leapt out of the package, it wound up running loose through the Meta facility. It scratched a janitor, causing a minor injury before it was wrangled. They said employees are predictably having a field day with this internally. One person created an AI generated video mimicking an HR training course on squirrel related office best practices. We don't know why the squirrel package was delivered, whether that was an accident or on purpose. So far, no official comment from Meta. Yeah, you know, the next software project is named Squirrel. It's crazy. All right. Another animal story for you. Kind of. And it's not about cats. It's actually about mosquitoes. But it is about catnip. This story from The Guardian indicates that catnip lotion is as effective as DEET at repelling mosquitoes. And this is a huge find because apparently DEET is expensive and people where mosquito-borne illnesses are a problem or mosquito spread illnesses can't afford DEET. So now they can use this catnip lotion, homegrown catnip lotion, proving just as effective as DEET. The trials were carried out in Uganda. So this plant, catnip, is a common herb from the mint family. And there's a chemical in this plant that causes feline euphoria, but it also has insect repelling properties. And that has not been commercialized yet. The thinking is this could be a really big tool in the fight against malaria. There are 282 million people a year that are infected by malaria, normally by mosquitoes that spread this disease. And 610,000 died in 2024 because of that. The majority of them were children, young children in African countries. There's apparently are new concerns about resistance to insecticides and also about the resistance to the drugs that are used to treat this disease. So there was a study that was presented at the Society for Experimental Biology in Florence, Italy on Tuesday. And this team working between Uganda and Wales found mosquitoes seeking a blood meal were less likely to land on people wearing lotions made from catnip. You might get a lot of cats licking you, but at least you won't get mosquitoes sucking on your blood and making you sick. They said, this researcher, a lecturer at Cardiff University, Dr. Simon Schofield, we found that a 6% catnip oil was just as effective as DEET, and the 2% catnip oil was only marginally less effective than that. And that DEET is out of the price bracket for most rural Ugandan subsistence farmers. So buying commercially available mosquito repellent is just really not practical for them. They said we wanted to make a repellent which is highly effective, but also allows local people to be involved in the production cycle, so it costs a minimal amount of money. They did admit that they did not do a follow-up study on whether local cats were more likely to follow people wearing this lotion. They did not do a research to see if it was attractive to cats, but they said given that the active ingredient has well-known cat attractive properties, they would probably like it quite a lot. So this could be something. could be a big change and protect more people that wouldn't be able to afford it otherwise. The research established the lotion could be made locally by a community enterprise. So far, it's been distributed for free using grant funding. But the next phase of their project will see production increased and the lotion sold to create a sustainable income for workers. They said once we know we can sell and distribute the repellent at low cost, it should generate a self sustaining system where the money is flowing back to everybody at each stage in this development. There's a DEET lotion used for comparison in the trial. It contains 15% DEET. That's the most widely available in Uganda. So, yeah, they need to do further research. But that's interesting. I think that's interesting. Who knew that catnip also repelled mosquitoes? Maybe you knew. I didn't know. I'm going to the chat. Did anybody know that? Could they just give the recipe out so people could just grow catnip? Good idea. I bet you they do. I bet you they will. Mhm. Yeah. Uh-oh, Louis saying something funny. I thought Feline Euphoria was an all female punk band from Australia playing the Whiskey in Hollywood next week. I'm sure you have tickets already. What the sizzle, catnip grows very quickly, so does mint from the same family. Yeah. Oh no, SJ Lola says our son got malaria when he lived in Botswana. How awful. Glad he's okay, made it through. I'm assuming that happened. Yeah, that's scary. All right, we'll move forward. This is a first. It's a groundbreaking first. Humanoid robots performing surgery. Now, we've seen the robot arms, right? With the surgery. And there's still a person behind that, just like there's a person behind this. But it looks cool, kind of, or a little scary. I don't know. This is being called a world's first, where doctors successfully completed not one, but two surgeries with the use of remotely controlled humanoid robots. It was a proof of concept preclinical trial involving gallbladder removals in large non primate mammals. This humanoid robot and a human attendant completed one procedure while a pair of robots conducted the second one. The robotically assisted surgical procedures, again, are common in a lot of medical facilities, but they have some limitations. A lot of these multi armed devices are humongous and they weigh more than 1,800 pounds. They require specialized teams to put them into place, and you have to totally retrofit the operating room to get them in. And they're designed with only one type of procedure in mind. Compare that to these humanoid robots. They weigh 60 pounds. Done. 5 feet tall. Small. The surgery bots are nicknamed Surgy, and they're small and nimble and customizable, and they're much more affordable. And they say with the proper training and technological advancements, there could be fleets of surgeries deploying to critically under-resourced communities. Remotely operated autonomous humanoid robots have real potential for amplifying access to critical surgeries to which patients would otherwise not have access. Well, we wouldn't need this if we would stop closing down hospitals and maternity wards, right? There's an engineer at UC San Diego. It says this can help address the healthcare crisis not only in the United States, but also worldwide. Yikes. There's a recent study, a trial study published in the journal Nature. The team needed to design adapters to allow each robot to hold the surgical tools. And then operators said controlling them from afar felt unexpectedly natural. Wasn't so hard. We were surprised, they said, at how well Surgy meshed with our workspace and workflow. It's a fraction of the cost, takes a fraction of the space in an operating room, so it's easy to deploy anywhere from rural areas to the battlefield, even to space. Yeah. Surgy bots. Mm, it could be the way of the future, especially if you live kind of, far away from a big hospital. Maybe surgery's coming to take out your appendix. Are you comfortable with that? Again, there is a person behind surgery. It's not surgery operating solo mio. Nope, says SJ Lola. Not doing it. What if something unexpected happens and suddenly it's no longer a routine case? This is the question. But I guess if surgery has arms and clamps, if you're a human looking at this from via video, perhaps you would be able to see that something was wrong. I would still think there would need to be an anesthesiologist and someone monitoring vitals and some doctor that was able to jump in that situation. I don't know. Dr. Nick Riviera, any surgery for $39.95. Could surgery be a plummy? Like a plumber? I don't know. I mean, I guess it could do anything, right? What if their power packs blow up or something, says Maud? What if there's choppy internet service? All of these things are great questions. And I don't know about you, but I recently had that biopsy, which is technically a surgery, and everything turned out fine. But it's a little scary when you have to go under and the anesthesiologist walks in and says, "Okay, we're going to put you under general anesthesia." It's there's always some possibility that something could go wrong. There's always a little bit of fear there that, when they put you under, you're not waking back up again. Unrealistic, unfounded perhaps, but yet I find it still there. I was a little scared when I had to have a C-section with one of my children. I was afraid when I had to go in for this recent thing. So I don't know that this inspires confidence when, right before they put you out, these are the faces you're looking into. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, geez, what could possibly go wrong? I don't know, one word, glitch, says Cameo. I think so too. I don't see how you could replace an anesthesiologist. They have to monitor so much real-time stuff. Yeah, I agree with you. I really do. I mean, from your breathing to your vital signs, they have to, adjust breathing tubes and all kinds of things. Yeah, I would think there would have to be at least an anesthesiologist in the room, unless maybe you're having some type of procedure that doesn't require anesthesia. I don't know what that would be. Yeah, maybe that was, yeah, not realistic. I don't know. Surgery looks like the bit like the robots from the Will Smith movie I, Robot, and that didn't go so well. No. Eileen says, I had major breast cancer surgery 8 weeks ago. Hard no on any robots. Oh, Eileen, I'm glad that it went okay and that you're back on the after party live hanging out with us. And I hope everything goes okay. And we love you. Love, love, love you, and hope you're healing up okay. There is a small chance, says John Watson, with any surgery that you could wake up dead. Absolutely, really dead, right? Yeah. Man, I would not. I would want a human close to be certain everything went well, says Mindy. Absolutely. Yeah. So glad to hear this, Eileen. Caught it early, doing well. That's what we want to hear. Cured, full recovery. That's what I want to hear. Yeah. You're a huge part of this community and we send you huge love and I'm so glad to hear that. That makes me feel better. Wes says this would be a good say for third world countries where surgical doctors are scarce. Could be. I just don't want them to make things worse for people. And I have a hard time as well. And I know this is reality. What you're saying is reality, Wes. True. But I have a hard time thinking that somehow I'm more deserving of a human being because I'm sitting here in, America than some poor person in Uganda who has to deal with surgery because there's no one around. It just sucks. Yeah. The only thing that scares me about surgery is the IV placement and removal. Oh no. You know what's worse than that for me is the electronic blood pressure cuff, and it squeezes my arm so tight. Oh my god, I hate that thing. I would much rather have an IV placed than that, even though it's not invasive. I hear you though. My dad had really deep veins and they had to poke him over and over and over again. And that was his phobia as well. He hated it. There is a thing though. It's like a UV light where they can shine it and know right where your vein is. But I don't know why more hospitals don't use that. Yeah. Eileen, I didn't know you were going through it. I'm really glad you're doing well. This pleases me. Yeah. Um, I haven't had blood taken since 2014 because of my phobia. You know what kills me about that is you're a scientist. Oh my God, Heather. The good thing you're healthy. Healthy and lovely. Vanessa says I make the doctor use a real blood pressure cuff. Electronic ones don't work well on my larger arms. I asked for a real one, and can you believe this hospital, Marin General, their surgery department, they did not have a regular blood pressure cuff. All they had was the electronic ones. Crazy. Like, what if your power goes out? Like, what happens to you people? What are you doing? That's what makes it a phobia. It's irrational. Yeah. All right. We'll move forward. Blood banks need you immediately. Crazy. Sergi. Can you believe it? How about these people? They say they're the world's best couple. I guess they haven't met Taylor and Travis. They broke a record for fast kissing. They're from Brazil. Renato and Nayara are boyfriend and girlfriend. He's 32, she's 33. They kissed 195 times in 30 seconds. It's a record. Not even on the lips, though, I don't think. Yeah, no. Renato kissed the face of his girlfriend. Kissed her on the face. You can see it right there. He is the fast kisser. She just has to stand there and take it, I guess. Feel like, can you get away from me? 195 times in 30 seconds. They broke the record for the most kisses in 30 seconds by a pair. And he said it proves that they are the best couple in the world. He had previously had the solo Guinness World Record for the fastest time to set up and topple 10 books, 6.68 seconds, and also the largest foot rotation of a male. What? A foot rotation? 210.66 degrees. I don't even want to picture what that looks like. They're planning to set another record, these two lovebirds. The most kisses in 1 minute by a pair together. It's currently held by a Japanese couple with 277 kisses. So she might have to get into the kissing action on this next one. The most kisses in 1 minute. No thanks. Is that an annoying record or is it just me? Like, I'm all for kissing, but like not that much kissing. Get the hell away from me. See? Bad mood. I'm telling you. I'm needing the vacation. Yuck. Says Maud. Cute couple, says Mindy. On the cheek, then they're not in love, says Calvin. What's the point, says Glenn. Oh, Cameo. Fast kissers? I thought slow and easy was better. Cameo. Cameo's got it going. Did her cheek get raw? Yeah. That'd be like torture for me. Too much. It's too much. How about long kissing? Much better. A nice long kiss, easy, as Cameo referenced, much better than this like weird peckish thing on your face. No, thank you. Nope. Louise says it proves nothing about being a great couple. It just shows you're desperately seeking attention and validation. That's right. Oh, man. They're doing something in Golden Gate Park with the Grateful Dead. Did you guys hear this? It is a new immersive Grateful Dead exhibition, and it's coming to Golden Gate Park in the County Fair building. Yeah, it's coming in September. It's called Forever Grateful Golden Gate Park. It's this new immersive experience. It was announced today by the mayor of San Francisco. They're going to hold it at the County Fair building in Golden Gate Park, and they describe it as an immersive celebration of the music, art, and community that made the Grateful Dead a defining part of San Francisco's cultural identity. That's a picture of the early band. I put another picture in as well of a album cover. It could be a cool thing to go see, I think. Yeah. The press release says they're working to welcome visitors and residents through arts, culture, and major events. And this kind of builds on last summer's Summer of Music that featured a massive weekend of Dead and Company shows that drew thousands of people to Golden Gate Park. So Forever Grateful Golden Gate Park will start on Labor Day weekend. They've got a free concert from Graham Lesh and friends, the son of Grateful Dead founding member Phil Lesh. And yeah, the first free show, September 7th, will be, that's the Graham Lesh free show. And then the immersive exhibit will be open to the public. Forever Grateful Golden Gate Park features works of art and ephemera, performers, large-scale projections, multimedia installations, hands-on experiences, and interactive storytelling. The opening weekend features the free concert in Robin Williams Meadow at 2 p.m. Nothing like free music in San Francisco, says Graham Lesh, something the Grateful Dead discovered early in the 60s and something he says I got to witness and be part of with my dad as a member of Phil Lesh and friends. The exhibit will be anchored by Ken Kesey and the Merry Pranksters' legendary Further bus and Jerry Garcia's BMW, as well as original artwork, memorabilia, and multimedia installations, going on September 5th through October 25th at the County Fair building, which is the Hall of Flowers in Golden Gate Park. And there are tickets that you have to buy. I'm trying to find out how much. I know the concert is free. I don't know how much it will cost you to get in. Yeah. But there's a website. It's hatestreetart.org. You can find it there where you can get tickets if you're interested. hatestreetart.org is the name of that. All right, are you guys ready for trivia? I have blathered on entirely too long. It is time for Trivia Thursday. Woohoo! Okay, I have some. Sorry, I backed off the mic a sec. I got some, I think, some good ones today. The first one will start with a little humor. So I hope you're up on your comedians. You ready for it? I have to go to the chat and get myself all situated. Here we are. Okay. Here we go. The first question. This Saturday Night Live star is known for such roles as Beldar Conehead and impersonations of Julia Child and Jimmy Carter. Who is it? This Saturday Night Live star is known for such roles as Beldar Conehead and impersonations of Julia Child and Jimmy Carter. Who is it? Let's see if you get it. Oh, you got it. You knew it. I think Deidre might be first to the punch on this one. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, she says. That's right. Glenn has it. Dan Aykroyd. So does Chris Wilson has it. Hi, Chris. Blue Spark has it. Agent Kitty has it. So does Vanessa. SJ has it. So does Eileen. And Sandy and Ren. Luis has it. John Watson. Everybody has it. Well, What the Sizzle has it. Tammy, Jim, Colinar, Calvin. Nice. Okay, next question. Here we go. His characters included Rudy, the helpless repairman, Pedro, the Mexican, and a bus driver named Ralph Cramden. His characters included Rudy, the helpless repairman, Pedro, the Mexican, and a bus driver named Ralph Cramden. Who is it? Oh, I'm told Phineas was first. Okay, cool. I still can't see you for some reason. Don't know why that is. So annoying. We got your back, Finn, says Gordon. Right on. Congratulations, Phineas. Jackie Gleason, says Uncle Jim, and Uncle Jim is right. It's Jackie Gleason. Chris Holm has it too. So does Blue Spark and Luis and Hilo Karen. And too old for me, says Deidre. SJ Lola has it. So does Vanessa. So does Cameo and Eileen and Teacher Lori. Sandy's on it. So's Ren and Jim. What the Sizz and Glenn. Nice. And on and on. Okay. Number 3. This Saturday Night Live comics personas included the church lady and Hans, who wants to pump you up. This Saturday Night Live comics personas included the church lady and Hans, who wants to pump you up. It is who? It was... Yeah, SJ Lola has it. Dana Carvey. That is correct. Dana Carvey. SJ Lola has it. So does Sandy. So does Heather, and Wes has it. And Chris Wilson and Cameo and Jim. Teacher Lori, Chris Holm, John Slade. Yep. Carvey says Blue Spark. That's right. So does Vanessa, Eileen. Deidre has it. So does Ren, Luis, Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Mindy has it. Well done. Don't you hate that when you can't remember the name, but it's on the tip of your tongue and you can know the face and it's like, oh, that's trivia for you. Okay, next question. He played Wanda the Ugly Woman. I'm Gonna Rock Your World on In Living Color before he went on to win a Best Actor Oscar for his portrayal of Ray Charles in Ray. He played Wanda the Ugly Woman on In Living Color before he went on to win a Best Actor Oscar for his portrayal of Ray Charles in Ray. It wouldn't be prudent. That's true. The answer is Jamie Foxx. It looks to me on my screen that John Slade is first to the punch on that, followed by Deidre and Vanessa and SJ Lola and Chris Wilson and Teacher Lori and Sandy and Luis. Wes has it. So does Glenn. Yeah, he is really good. Thanks, Maud. Okay, next one. On SCTV, he was Bob McKenzie, co-host with brother Doug of the Great White North, a talk show for Canadian hunters. This one might be more obscure. On SCTV, he was Bob McKenzie, co-host with the brother Doug of the Great White North. It was a talk show for Canadian hunters. Who is it? I don't see it. There we go. We need time stamping on our answers. That would be cool if they did that. Yeah. Dave Thomas? Bob? No. Dave Thomas? No. Dave Thomas? No. Eugene Levy? A lot of Dave Thomases. That was a great skit, says Deidre. Yeah, No idea. SCTV was funny, says Blue Spark. Was that from Canada? I think it was. The Honey I Shrunk the Kids actor was one of them. Red getting the closest. It is indeed. Yeah, Rick Moranis. John Slade has it. Rick Moranis. Yeah. SJ Lola. Yeah, that's it. Yes, Canadian, she said. All right, that one was a little more challenging, right? Here we go. Here's another one. When she wasn't being bratty, 5-year-old Edith Ann This laugh-in regular might be doing Ernestine, the wisecracking telephone operator. Is this the party to whom I am speaking? When she wasn't being bratty 5-year-old Edith Ann, this laugh-in regular might be doing Ernestine, a wisecracking telephone operator. That would be, oh, you guys all knew it. Look at you. I can't breathe in this thing. Lily Tomlin is the correct answer. I'm giving it to Eileen. Taking it first, right? Yeah. Lily Tomlin says John Slade. Correct. Lily Tomlin says Ren. Uncle Jim has it. Chris has it. Blue Spark has it. So does Vanessa, SJ, What the Sizz. Tammy has it. Chris has it. So does Rhonda. So does Wes. So does Vanessa and teacher Lori and Gordon and Donna. Hi, Donna and Luis. Nice. Okay, here we go. Next question. Her many comic characters included South African golf pro Kiki Howard Smith and Mrs. No Nang Ning, an Asian donut shop owner who manages to relate everything to the donut. I don't know this one. Her many comic characters included South African golf pro Kiki Howard Smith and a Mrs. No Nang Ning, an Asian donut shop owner who manages to relate everything to the donut. I've not seen this. No idea. Lots of question marks. Margaret Cho, a good guess. Stumped me on this one, says Sandy. Don't know. Not Margaret Cho. The answer I will give to you is, let me make sure I get it right because I didn't know it either. Tracy Ullman. Tracy Ullman is that answer. Didn't she had her own comedy show, right? Like the Tracy Ullman show? Maybe it was on that. Okay, next question. This comic's characters have included feisty old lady Maud Frickett, rural bumpkin Elwood P. Suggins, and Mirth, the baby boy of Mork and Mindy. This comic's characters have included feisty old lady Maud Frickett, rural bumpkin Elwood P. Suggins, and Mirth, the baby boy of Mork and Mindy. I remember the baby boy of Mork and Mindy. Yeah, you got it. Winters, says John Watson. I think that's first. Yeah, John Watson. It is Jonathan Winters. That's right. Mm-hmm. Who else has it? S.J. Lola has it. So does Eileen and John Slade and Vanessa. Teacher Lori has it. So does Luis and Chris and Blue Spark and Donna. And What the Sizzle. Only remember that's the one that gave it away for me, the Mork and Mindy. Yeah. And Ren. Nice. Okay, next question. These are kind of fun. On Laugh-In, she played Gladys Ormthby, the crotchety old lady who sits on a park bench and slugs fresh guys over the head with her purse, especially Artie Johnson's dirty old man. This is on Laugh-In, where she played Gladys Ormthby, a crotchety old lady who sits on a park bench and slugs fresh guys over the head with her purse, especially Artie Johnson's dirty old man. Yeah, you guys knew this one. I wouldn't have known this one. Ruth Buzzy. Yep. S.J. Lola. Looks like you're first on my screen. Followed by John Watson. Eileen has it. What the Sizz. Wes. Tammy. Ren. John. You guys all have this one. Vanessa. Blue Spark. Teacher Lori has it. So does Cameo. Gordon. Chris. Donna. Nice. Wes says she died not too long ago. She was on TikTok, or also known as the Tic Tac. Luis has it as well. Yeah. Okay, next one. This might be the last one on this. What comic actor played the sassy black female Geraldine, Reverend Leroy, and Private Eye Danny Danger? What comic actor played the sassy black female Geraldine, Reverend Leroy, and the Private Eye Danny Danger? You guys need this one too. Uncle Jim says that was Flip Wilson. I didn't know this one either. Nice job, Uncle Jim. You got it. John Watson has it. So does Blue Spark, Donna Holm, John Slade, SJ, Cameo. Oop, nope, Cameo. I'm sorry, you said Murphy. Sorry, I didn't mean to call it out like that. Deidre, yes. Rhonda, Chris has it. Flip Wilson, Teacher Lori has it. So does Vanessa and Chris Wilson and Gordon and Ren. Here come the judge. Funny. Okay. The next category is a little more serious. This is all about mothers. Should have done this one on Mother's Day, but I didn't. First question. Many people call her the mother of modern day civil rights movement. Many people call her the mother of the modern day civil rights movement. What is her name? Many people call her the mother of the modern day civil rights movement. Rosa Parks is the answer. Yvonne got it. So did SJ. John Slade, John Watson. Chris has it. Uncle Jim has it. So does Vanessa. Ren. Sandy has it. What the Sizzle? Heather has it. So does Blue Spark. Gordon. Teacher Lori. Yeah. Good job. Next question. Peggy Wood played Mother Abbess in The Sound of Music. By what name was she most often called in the film? Peggy Wood played Mother Abbess in The Sound of Music. By what name was she most often called in the film? Oh, a Reverend Mother? No. Mother Superior is the answer. Yay, Donna Holm. You're first on my screen. Ren has it too. So does Wes. So does Vanessa. Mother Superior is the answer we're looking for. Well done. All right. Yes, we know she wasn't. There was another lady who was, but she's considered that she has that title. Was there a mother inferior? All right, next question. What prominent American labor organizer now has a magazine named after her? What prominent American labor organizer now has a magazine named after her? I'll give you a minute. I got a Gloria Steinem. I got an Oprah. Uncle Jim says Mother Jones. That is correct. She would be Mary Harris Jones, known as Mother Jones. Mother Jones is right. Uncle Jim has it. So does Donna. So does Eileen. So does Vanessa. So does Tammy. So does John Slade. I saw that, Blue Spark. Okay, next question. Here we go. What small, long-winged seabird is sometimes called Mother Carey's chicken? I don't know the answer. What small, long-winged seabird is sometimes called Mother Carey's chicken? I wouldn't have known this one. You might know it if you're a sailor. Is it the tern? Asks Cameo. It is not. Is it the albatross? It is not. Oh, for crying out loud, says Blue Spark. I'll give you the answer because I think this is I got a cormorant. That's a good answer too. The answer is the storm petrel, which early sailors thought was a sign of oncoming storms. The storm petrel, Petrel. I wouldn't have known it either. Next question. This is the title of a nursery rhyme, or the name for a long, loose-fitting dress. This is the title of a nursery rhyme, or the name for a long, loose-fitting dress. I call a long, loose-fitting dress a muumuu, but that's not what they're looking for. Not muumuu. That's what I would have answered. Again, this is the title of a nursery rhyme or the name for a long, loose-fitting dress. And the answer is... Oh, of course, he says, the old storm petrel. Oh, yes. Not a muumuu. Uncle Jim says, is it a Mother Hubbard? It is indeed a Mother Hubbard. Yes. I think Jim might be the only one who got that one. It's a Mother Hubbard. Did you know they call a long, loose-fitting dress a Mother Hubbard? I kind of wear a Mother Hubbard every day. Who knew? All right, next question. These might be a little complicated. What's the 5-letter word for the natural iridescent composite known as mother of pearl? What is the 5-letter word for the natural iridescent composite known as mother of pearl? See if anybody gets this one. Never heard of the Mother Hubbard after all these years. It is indeed knacker. S.J. Lola first to the punch with that, followed by Heather, followed by Teacher Lori. Knacker. Knacker. Also known as Mother of Pearl. Well done. She is the archetypical woman of nursery rhymes, or the title of a 1971 song by Jethro Tull. She is the archetypal woman of nursery rhymes, or the title of a 1971 song by Jethro Tull. And this one would be, Mother Goose, says Eileen. And Eileen is right. S.J. Lola's right. Mother Goose, looking for Mother Goose. Cross-eyed Mary. No, that's not the one. Mother Goose is the right answer. Well done. Okay. We'll wrap it up soon. This 16th century soothsayer and prophetess Ursula Southile is better known by what nickname? The 16th century soothsayer and prophetess Ursula Southile is better known by what name? I don't know the answer to this. I wouldn't have known this one. The answer is Mother Shipton. Who knew that? Did anybody know that? Ever heard of Mother Shipton? Uncle of Delphi. No, Mother Shipton. I didn't know. She wrote A Vindication of the Rights of Women in 1792. 1792, and has been called the mother of feminism. She was also the mother of Mary Shelley, author of Frankenstein. Who is she? She wrote A Vindication of the Rights of Women in 1792. That was bold back then. And she's been called the mother of feminism. She was also the mother of Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein. Who is she? She's important. Why haven't we heard of her? She rocks. We need to read her work. The answer is, because I wouldn't have known it either, I'll give it to you, Mary Wollstonecraft. Mary Wollstonecraft. That's her name. Okay, I'll wrap it up. Well, there's two left. I'll just do them both. What flowering plant is a common roadside weed and also a medicinal herb that may be used as a mild vasodilator, cardiac tonic, or a way to ease stomach cramps? This is a flower. Again, this is the mother. Mothers are in the title. What flowering plant is a common roadside weed, also a medicinal herb that may be used as a mild vasodilator, cardiac tonic, or a way to ease stomach cramps? Anybody? I got a cornflower and a foxtail, a valerian, anise, Queen Anne's lace. The answer is motherwort. Motherwort. W-O-R-T. Motherwort. And the last question is, what Roman Catholic nun founded the Missionaries of Charity and won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979? This is a Roman Catholic nun, founded the Missionaries of Charity, and then won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. Yay! We end with one that everybody got. Uncle Jim says Mother Teresa. That is correct. Yeah, those were some obscure questions. I like to challenge you sometimes, right? Mother Teresa says John Slade and John Watson and S.J. Lola and Deidre and Glenn. Luis has it. So does Sandy. What the Sizz. Cameo has it. So does Donna and Tammy and Eileen. Well done. Vanessa has it too. So does Ren and Nullifidian. Teacher Lori. Well done. And that, my friends, is Trivia Thursday. Yay. Hoo-hoo. I have one more story for you. Thanks for hosting the mother of all trivia. Thank you, Donna. You're awesome. I have one more story, and it is the lotto of the day. We'll wrap it up with this. And here it is. The son got his mom a birthday gift from the Maryland lottery. It was a bonus match 5 lottery ticket. This woman's son, said he used her preferred lottery numbers when he bought tickets for the bonus match 5, pick 3, and pick 4 games from the Giant store in Glen Burnie in May. He checked the tickets the next day and discovered the bonus match 5 ticket matched all 5 numbers. It is a $50,000 prize plus an additional $30 for matching 3 numbers on 2 other lines. He said, I sat there looking at the ticket and knew right away I was going to surprise her on her birthday in June. He ended up doing just that. Tucked a note inside of her birthday card informing her of her lottery windfall. How nice is that? Once you even know that it's a $50,000 winner, to go ahead and give that as a gift, the whole thing, done. Happy birthday, Mom. Nice. All right. Thank you guys for all the ways you support the show, for showing up and playing trivia, even if the questions are obscure, for hanging out and giving me funny answers, and just being all around lovely people. Really appreciate you and your spending of your time here. Thank you to the most recent financial contributors to the show, and that includes Wes, who threw down a contribution today. So really appreciate that. Delette set up a recurring payment on the show PayPal. Thank you for that. So did Rosalie. Really appreciate that, Rosalie. And Sarah K and Carrie Q. Big thank you. Really, really nice. Very kind of you to help keep this show rolling right along. Lovely. Do want to also thank Glenn, who has thrown in 2 Australian dollars, says, I almost forgot. Oh, Glenn, thank you for that. Really nice. I think your gift is inspiring to people to want to do that as well. So appreciate that. Really nice. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I will be here tonight on the Nikki Maduro show. That is at 5 p.m. Let me see if I can pull that up. There it is, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Cocktails, mocktails, politics, and so much fun. I love hanging out with Nikki. I won't be able to do it next week, so I'm really glad to be able to do it today. And I do hope that you'll be able to join in. Luis, thank you for the 5. We love our podcaster of the year. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Thank you for making that happen. It's so awesome. Mahalo. Mahalo to you, Luis. So tomorrow I'm flying out. There will not be a Tim Sika this week. I don't think, or next week either. Let me look at the calendar because I won't be here, sadly. Will I be here next Friday? Wait. Nope, I won't be here next Friday. So I will be recording something for tomorrow, just a few stories. And I'm not sure if the show will be dark next week or not, but I'll pop into the Mark Thompson Show chat and I'll let everybody know if I'm able to record something or put something together. Thank you, Luis. Thank you, Glenn. You guys are amazing. Make it the very best week. And I hope to see you tonight on the Nikki Maduro Show. But if not, have a great week without me, and I'll meet you back here on YouTube very soon. All right. Aloha, everybody. Mahalo for being you. Bye.
The After Party Live would like to thank the following contributors and viewers like you.
Yes, I'll be. Oh, I will. I'll give a little kiss to the wind, to the trade wind. Oh, I'll be looking for those.